Hey movie fans, Demetri Panos here with another movie review for you. Freaky is a wicked fun mashup of the body swap slasher movie that could have easily been called Freaky Friday the 13th. The movie opens with a group of teenagers sitting around a fire pit telling the urban legend of the Blissfield Butcher. He's a serial killer who strikes during the town's homecoming. Each teen, interestingly enough, has their own different version of the said myth. But unbeknownst to them, they're about to tragically and violently add to the lore. You see, the homecoming is just a few days away, and the Butcher, played by Vaughn, is back in Blissfield. As each teen is dispatched in a way that would make Jason Voorhees proud and maybe a bit tipsy. Death by wine bottle was one of my favorite kills. The Butcher walks off with an ancient mystical dagger, the Ladola knife. Cut to, no pun intended. Okay, so it was totally intended. 17-year-old Millie Kessler, played with charm and menace by Kathryn Newton. Millie is a senior at Blissfield High. She's still coping with the death of her dad, and she's just trying to survive the school halls and the cruelty of the high school clique. Fortunately for Millie, she has some pretty cool close friends. Nyla, Joshua, and sweetheart crush Booker. They help keep her normal and help her cope, which is a good thing because Millie's normal is about to flip when she becomes the newest target of the Blissfield Butcher. So long after the homecoming football game is over, Millie, still in her mascot outfit, is all alone awaiting a ride home. The Butcher sees her as easy prey. When he stabs her with that supernatural Ladola knife, the killer and teen have an out-of-body into the other's body experience. Millie, now in the body of a hulking male brutal killer, and the Butcher in the body of a coming-of-age teenage girl. Millie learns that she has only 24 hours to find this supernatural dagger and find herself, literally and figuratively, so that she can reverse the curse. Leave it to writer-director Christopher Landon. You know, he's the guy that made Groundhog's Day meets horror movie work with the Happy Death Day movies to go and mash up a Disney classic. Okay, Freaky Friday. Personally, I prefer the Jodie Foster version with Friday the 13th. Landon and his co-writer Michael Kennedy know the tropes of the teen slasher flick. They cleverly know how to countermand those tropes of suspense and gore with a John Hughes sly style of humor. Landon respects his young adult characters. He gives them real-life quandary, which not only allows an audience to sympathize with, but to laugh with, or even at times laugh at them. Landon, also, to his credit, he knows how to cast. So Kathryn Newton plays both Millie and the Butcher with sympathy and combination. You like Millie. You sympathize with her, and when she turns, she literally becomes a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, this movie really does belong to Vaughn. As the Butcher / Millie, his performance reminded me of why we first loved seeing him in movies. He can make us laugh, legitimately. I was reminded of his performances in the Swingers, Old School, Wedding Crashers. And while he humorously hams it up as a teenage girl, and many of the scenes are very funny, to me, his best moments are when he, as she, Millie, copes with teen romance, teen drama, and even teen loss. One scene stood out to me, and this is not a spoiler. I'm not giving any plot points away. So As Millie, or he, is in a dressing room, a store associate knocks on the door, asking if he needs any help. Unknown to Millie, at the time, it's her mother on the other side of said door. A topic of polo shirts, of all things, leads into a topic of loss of husband, loss of Millie's father. The scene is actually tender, even though it's only a few minutes long. You know, in my review for Happy Death Day to You, I mentioned how adept Landon was in the handling of the theme of loss, because that plays big in that movie. He does it in Freaky, too, albeit loss is but a small thematic part here, but he again treats it with respect and thoughtfulness. And to be honest, it wouldn't have worked at all without Vaughn's and Katie Finneran's intuitive performances. The rest of the cast is perfectly rounded out as well. Celeste O'Connor and Misha Oshorovich, I hope I pronounced that correctly, as Millie's best buds. Nyla and Josh add humor and grounding for Millie's character. And, of course, there's Uriah Shelton as Booker. Millie's crush adds that touch of charm and sweet. It kind of bummed me out that I couldn't have watched Freaky in a crowded movie theater with COVID going on and all that stuff. The movie has good dollops of gasps and laughter. It would have made for a fun movie-going experience. And add to that, Freaky is what I call a safe horror movie. Meaning, even if you're not the biggest horror fan and prone to liking horror movies, Freaky offers canny humor, so one doesn't have to watch the entire movie through their hands. And there's plenty of blood and gore to satiate the most rabid of horror hounds. Freaky is a body swap teen killer comedy handled with gender, love, and care. I give Freaky 4 fingers, which is very good. I think you'll find it very good as well. Thank you very much for watching. Love to know your thoughts and opinions on the movie. Stay tuned. I'll have more reviews in coming days. I appreciate you tuning in now. Take care. Have a great day.